Hello, hello, and welcome, my Capricorn collective Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus signs. Welcome to your What Do I Need read for this new moon in Leo to full moon next in Pisces, August into September 2020. I am your reader, Mark Angelo Lyons, Mal for short, professional witch, professional intuitive, president of DrawingTheCircle Productions, and a fellow earth sign Virgo that I am. Hi guys, I know you've been dealing with the Saturn retro thing. I know, I'm with you. I love you guys so much, giving you my love and support. Us earth signs have to stick together because really those other elements, oy, right? Anyway, if you are one of my subscribers, thank you so much. I've been really trying to take the time to remember to thank you guys, because this journey, and it do be a journey for me, my career change, becoming a YouTuber this late in life at almost 52 years old. You can imagine my shock and surprise at it, and I couldn't have gotten this far without you, so thank you from my heart to yours. And if you are new to the channel, please do consider subscribing to the channel, liking the video, clicking that notification bell, because I'm putting out content pretty much every day, more or less, unless I take a few days off, which does happen. And of course, feel free to comment should the reading take you that way. It's nice to get a little feedback on my end. But there you have it. Because we are doing a 7-card draw, What Do I Need read. They're pretty simple. 1 card each from 7 different systems of divination. All the cards the systems that I read are in the description box all the way at the bottom. There's some cool links on the way down if you want to go have a look-see-dooksy at some point. Otherwise, it's a general reading asking the divine, what do I need from a very specific time period, from this new moon in Leo on the 18th of August to the full moon in Pisces, September 2nd, and that's the full moon I was born on, even though my birthday is on the 6th, 4 days later. I was born on that full moon. So kind of cool, kind of fun for me, but let's see what is in the cards for you. Just remember to breathe as you go. Take what resonates, leave what doesn't. And how you'll know by what resonates is, even if it's like an owie, it's like, ooh, right? You'll know, you'll feel it in your body. Otherwise, if it's a flat line, it's a flat line. Can't read all the people all the time. Check your other signs though. Cool, cool. All right, nice deep breath. Here we go. As we're going to start with my angels, the Healing with the Angels Oracle by Doreen Virtue. Oh, nice and stable Capricorn energy. I love you guys so much. My collective angels here, please, 1 card in clarity for the Capricorn collective Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus sign. What is the angel they need to reach out to invoke, to work with, to collaborate with this new moon in Leo to full moon next in Pisces, August into September 2020. Yep, it's just the one. Oh, the Angel of Blessings. Now, what would the Angel of Blessings do, right? Because that's a title. That's not its name. That's its title, right? So what would the Angel of Blessings do? Well, I think it would point out the blessings that are already there, as well as perhaps be messengers of. I mean, the word angel does mean messenger in, I believe, in the more ancient Hebrew. I don't know, however you, translations over centuries, shining messengers, messengers of light, so bright messengers. So call to work with that angel. All right, angel, show me my blessings, because sometimes we can be in a real snit, earth signs that we are, just be like, really? This is a blessing? Mm-hmm. Right? So, all right, angel of blessings, show me the blessing. And you know what? I think they understand at this point what we're going through, that they'll be like, of course, my love, and show it, and not necessarily drop a bookcase on your head like they used to, considering where we are on planet Earth. But let's keep going with the new deck. Yay, the Blue Angel Oracle is in. I got it at Magic Moon in Saratoga Springs. Visiting my family last week. Oh my God, that was a week ago. So happy to be using it. It's way more intense than I thought it was going to be, but digging it a lot. And I'm going to read it from the book. But first, I have a very interesting relationship with Archangel Michael, so let's do this. You know that I am the Archangel of Lyons, Mark Angelo of Lyons. I have a slight angelic connection sort of built in this life. We used to date, Michael and I. Please, Archangel Michael, 1 card in clarity. Well, it's not exactly a lie. It's not exactly true, but it's not exactly not true. Archangel Michael, please He's been inside my body. I was a channel, an Archangel Michael channel back in the 80s. We're on familiar terms. Please, Archangel Michael, before I go any further, one card in clarity. That's why I don't date men named Michael. One card in clarity, please, for the Capricorn collective, Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus signs. What is your point of view, right? Your truth, how you see the will of God, the will of divine playing itself out for this Capricorn collective, this new moon in Leo to full moon next in Pisces, August into September 2020, please, my beloved Archangel Michael. Grace and gratitude. Release. Now, what I love about this deck is they actually go landscape in a couple of the cards. It's so nice. What a genius idea. If I ever put out an oracle system, I bet you anything I would work with Blue Angel, which is, by the way, not just the name of this oracle, but the name of the company, right? Very, very impressed with their work. Also have the Whispers of Love is them, and I got the new Kuan Yin deck today. It came. Nancy Antonucci sent me the money so that I could get it because she wants me to read with it, so I will. She's pretty kick-ass. All right, so I'll read it from the book. Grace and gratitude. Release. Release! What do you need to do? Archangel Michael saying release. Now, that's really more of a waning moon thing, but let's see. Card number 20. The numbers on this are so teeny tiny. Like, I actually have a magnifying glass here somewhere just in case. Inventor of the condom, just in case. Oops, skipped right past it. Grace and gratitude. Release. The hounds. Let go of frustration and anger and express the love and light that you truly are. Okay, with the Angel of Blessings, that's not that much of a jump. You are a beautiful soul, a beautiful friend, loved by so many. Why cloud this love? Let the real you shine through and be grateful for your life and the many blessings that you receive each day. All right, I mean, this is wise for all of us. It's not like just you, right? This is true of every living being, supposedly. Gratitude will lead you to peace, and peace will in turn lead you to abundance and joy. So there's a stepping stone thing, right? Gratitude will lead you to peace, and peace will in turn lead you to abundance and joy. Okay? Focus on the good things in your life, and everything else will fall into place. None of this is new, but this is particularly amplified with this energy of calling in the Angel of Blessings. Beyond thought, there is a knowing that embraces all knowledge. Now, that's a little tricky. Beyond thought, there is a knowing that embraces all knowledge, a knowing that does not divide nor keep one truth from another. It's got to be the silent witness, right? The eternal self, the viewer, right? The divine within us, the unity. Within this knowing, you will find that all you thought was missing. Oh, got it. Within this knowing, you will find all that you thought was missing. Within this knowing, you will rediscover your beautiful soul. I breathe out all my frustration and anger, and breathe in the light and love of my soul. In peace there is wisdom. I am at peace. I am wisdom. All is well. Grace and gratitude. Release. All right. Now, that's the thing with the angels. They're celestials, right? These are oracle cards. They're very, general. Well, next few decks are tarot. Let's get some narrative on this. Let's talk to the goddesses. Thank you so much, my celestial ones. We're going to talk to the divine feminine vibe now. Breathe. Right? Whether you call them the goddesses, the divine feminine, the divine yin, what is it that y'all need to be aware of within yourself, right? In your own feminine energy, the world behind your eyes, the soul, the psychology, the all that jazz. Breathe. My goddesses, please, one card in clarity for this Capricorn collective Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus signs. What do they need to be aware of within themselves this new moon in Leo to full moon next in Pisces, August into September 2020? What's going on behind castle walls with these Capricorns, their interior world. What do they need to be aware of? And it's a major arcana card. It feels like this time all of the tarot have been major arcana cards, even though there's only one from each deck. This is the card of the world, the universe, Shakti, the life dancer, the completion of a cycle. Now, people always want to talk about the death card being the end. No, it's halfway through. It's like usually card number 13, right? 13, Mockingbird Lane. This is the final card, Shakti, the life dancer, as midnight, right? That second, that split second where things end and then begin again. Now, you're at the end of the road and at the beginning of a new road within yourself. Are you aware of that? Hence the grace, the gratitude, and the blessings. Now, I will say we are in Lughnasadh tide, Lammas tide, August 1st until Mabon, autumnal equinox. So this is a time of harvest and bringing things in. Gratitude, very, very wise thing to do. Not in that good boy, good girl, good soul, see, you're being thankful, here's everything you want. Doesn't work like that. But that you really get that there is a harvest of wisdom and experience that you got that now you're really able to tally, to look at, to observe and find that you have the infrastructure that you need. You survived what you needed to survive, and there are blessings in that alone, but that from that grace and gratitude releasing your frustration, right? And, not the easiest thing in the world to do. But when the nervous system gets inflamed and overloaded, we don't see what we have. We don't see that things are good. And guys, your slow and steady wins the race. You may not notice it because it's gradual, like how wonderful you actually are and the gifts that you have grown within yourself. Slow and steady wins the race. Up this mountain to stop and for a moment and get that, oh my God, I may be just at the end of, made it to the next plateau on the mountain, but that last climb was a bit much, and you will continue to climb, you will continue to grow, to evolve. But internally, just know that what you've gained is worth it, worthy of grace and gratitude, but that you can release the past, or at least allow those feelings about the past to come up and be expressed so that they don't have so much emotional charge on them. I know it sounds a little more waning moon, but let's keep going. Let's see what's going on here. Let's ask the gods, the mythic tarot. Oh, by the way, this was the Daughters of the Moon tarot. I always do try and call them out. I mean, I wouldn't mind if everybody read Daughters of the Moon tarot. It's a brilliant deck, and Fiona Morgan did such a good job on it, as did Juliet Sharman Burke with the mythic tarot. Both of these decks have been around since I was a teenager. So let's dive, shall we? As we did with the goddesses, we will do now with the gods, the divine yang, the masculine energy, the other half of the universal energy, seen and unseen. Breathe. So we can see what it is you need to be aware of in your own masculine energy or in the outside world. Please, my gods. Hi, one card in clarity for this Capricorn collective Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus signs from this new moon in Leo to full moon next in Pisces. What is it that they need to be aware of in their own masculine energy? In other words, coming from this world card inside of them, what's going to issue forth from the yin to the yang in their own masculine energy, as well as what's going on around them this new moon to full moon next August into September 2020. Please, just one card. And once again, major arcana card, the card of the devil. Now this is Pan, which is funny. While I was shuffling the cards, I was thinking Pan would be like because Persephone is actually that sort of looks like Persephone. Persephone is the goddess that sits in the throne of Capricorn for me, and usually it's just her. But I did get this feeling of, but if there was a god that was going to sit there, it would be Pan, right? The mountain goat, and here he is. Now I don't. That might have just been his way of saying I'm here, because he's actually back here on the shelf. Where is he? Where is he? Pan, where'd you go? Oh, he's back there somewhere. Oh, there he is. Okay. He's probably back there humping something. Which, you know, hey, from the outside, looking at your own masculine energy, look at what your chains and your limitations are, right? Everybody wants to jump into addiction and codependence and all that stuff, but this is a waxing moon. So perhaps be aware of some of the limitations that you have placed on yourself in terms of your fears, right? Because with this blessings, grace, and gratitude, really look at aligning. How can I best? I'm at the end of a road. I'm standing at the end of the road, boys, waiting for my new friends to come. Well, you know, in terms of the devil, what are your desires and what are the chains that hold you back from them? You know, Pan is not the devil. Pan is that rural, primal, pastoral, divine masculine in nature, right? The horned god. I get it. That ain't the devil. That is our animal nature. I mean, we are in animal bodies. And yet, along with that does come the shadow side of things. You know, what is the shadow? This might not be that you have like these, well, I mean, we all have a shadow and we all have repressed desires and we all have chains that bind us that are necessary and put into place sometimes over lifetime so that in this lifetime we can liberate ourselves from them in the Great Awakening, right? And that you are at the end of a cycle, but you might still be dealing with something that might be very, very hard for you to have grace and gratitude for. And yet, call upon the angel of blessing, that summit, because there's no healing without lead, right? There's no alchemy without lead. There's no healing without wounding. I mean, when a bone breaks and heals, it is stronger than it was before it broke. But that doesn't mean you have to enjoy the process either. But I have to say, like, what do they always say about the devil card? It's the Capricorn card. Interesting. Let's keep going. We still got 3 more cards. We'll elucidate on that a little bit more. Chuck Spezzano Love Pack, no problem suit this time. They are back on the shelf. No thank you, ma'am. No thank you, ma'am. This is a waxing read. So we've got the suit of grace, the suit of healing, and the suit of luck. Let's see which ones you get according to the Ascended Masters. Breathe. That was a lot with tarot. Yeah, I felt that. Please, my Ascended Masters, one card in clarity for hardworking Capricorns. I love them so much. I know you guys do too. I'm sure a lot of Ascended Masters became Ascended Masters when they had heavy placements in Capricorn, because it ain't the easiest thing in the world. Please, one card in clarity for this Capricorn collective Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus signs for this new moon in Leo to full moon next in Pisces. What is the piece of luck that they need to see, right? What is the piece of healing perhaps that they need to embrace, or the piece of grace that they need to allow in this new moon to full moon next August into September? Orgasm. I think we get what this means now. Grace and gratitude, honey. You might be at the end of not just a dry spell, but a cycle of something, and it's a blessing. I'm sorry, I did not. That's why I love mixing my decks. DECKS, although, you know, otherwise that's a real party. That's something else. I'm just gonna say, put those two together. I mean, the Ascended Masters are kind of saying it's going to be fireworks. Baby, you're a firework. Go on, show them what they're worth. Just Katy Perry'd myself. Let's just keep going. Let's just keep going. I wanna see what your higher self has to say about this. And the higher self of all involved, or at least one other person, one would think. Breathe. I mean, looking at that gratitude and grace. Oh, with release, with gratitude. Oh. I know that's not for everybody who's watching this, but that's in there for some of y'all. Breathe. No kidding, the higher selves of all involved. Please, one card of clarity, in clarity, for this Capricorn collective Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus signs. What's the piece of information, insight, inspiration, the Whisper of Love, from the Whisper of Love Oracle for this Capricorn collective, this new moon in Leo to full moon next in Pisces, August into September 2020. Love endures, so the endurance is there. Love does not give up or lose faith. Love is hopeful and withstands every situation. Oh dear. Well, and let's face it, endurance is a Capricorn thing. It's very 10th house. See, the way that Carolyn Mace interpreted the 10 houses and sacred contracts, which is, for me, that's sort of my archetypal Bible, let's just say. Highest potential, which sounds really good on paper, but then look at what it takes to develop your highest potential. And as she says in the book, a lot of us, if we even knew what our highest potential was, we would run in the opposite direction and hide, which many of the greatest souls on planet Earth, in terms of their journey, did exactly that, right? So love endures. Love does not give up or lose faith. Love is hopeful and withstands every situation. So there's a certain flexibility here, a certain resilience, a certain endurance here that I'm feeling that you need, or that you need to see that you do. And how you do that is with that Archangel Michael truth of grace and gratitude, because you are at the end of the road and at the beginning of a new one. So why wouldn't there be this orgasmic sense, right, of these blessings? But that, I mean, there's so many different ways now that I can interpretate that card in all sorts of different ways. And that's why I wish this was a one-on-one reading, because then I could go in a totally different direction. But there is definitely something sexual connected to that. It can't not be, but then also there's got to be that piece of the shadow side in this. That maybe there is a triumph here. Maybe there is a blessing in terms of your own sexual energy, your creative energy. I mean, I guess, yeah, we could make this a creative orgasm. Lovely. But how about we get the last card down? See, this, I don't even have planets in Capricorn, but I want this to be fun for you guys because I love Capricorns. I have it so hard. I mean, all that Saturnian energy all the time. I don't know how they do it, honestly. God bless them. Bless their hearts. God love you. Breathe. My Ascended Masters, you who gave us the card of orgasm, the suit of luck, if I didn't mention it. Please, one card in clarity for this Capricorn collective Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus sign, this new moon in Leo to full moon next in Pisces. What is their perfect healing mantra here? Because the only thing here that really screams to me that, you know, that angel of blessings isn't going to do the trick with the healing here, because that feels with grace and gratitude and release, right? So the angels you're talking about, call to the angel of blessings. That's the one you need. That Archangel Michael saying you need grace and gratitude in order to release maybe these chains involved here with that card of the devil. But honestly, with the goddesses talking about that interior completion, that end of a cycle, and the gods talking about, this really feels more like a sexual energy, but to look at what the limitations are here. But there's an opportunity to release those limitations with the lucky card of orgasm. Maybe that is not just physiological, but emotional, spiritual as well. Something more along the tantric line of things, but perhaps a bit restrained. To be aware of that, and that you can endure it, that love endures. You need to know, or need to develop the endurance here. So my masters, what say you? What is their perfect healing mantra with all of this? Welcoming surrender. I got this card last night. Hi, Capricorn. Live local. Can you show me your medical records? Welcoming surrender. There is no problem, only destiny being revealed. There's no problem. Only destiny being revealed. I can totally imagine myself saying that to somebody. There's no problem. There's just destiny being revealed. It's a really good mantra. Literally, I did that for like an hour last night with Wim Hof breathing and all of that. You know how I do. I like the Wim Hof. It's keeping me thin. Toning me back up. I didn't do yoga for like a week, and at my age, just like all of a sudden your dad bod all over again. Welcoming surrender. there is no problem, only destiny being revealed. When surrender is welcomed, you are open to viewing life as the playground of the soul's evolution, right? You're open to it. Doesn't mean you're going to see it that way all the time, but when you welcome surrender, you can be open to seeing it as the playground of your soul's evolution. You're no longer worrying about what to do or where to go. Instead, you are following the gentle, peaceful flow of inner guidance, right? And inner guidance, there's something there, right? There's something there saying we are at the end of a cycle. Let's move into this new one. In surrender, every personal conflict is handed over to Source so as not to distract from the prime objective of evolving your consciousness with the utmost sincerity, love, and compassion for all. And that's part of the welcoming surrender. You go, well, I'm going with the flow. So this personal conflict, I don't know what to do about this. I surrender it. I let go and let God. I let go and let Goddess. Release it to the will of the greater power of love, trusting that everything is becoming fully balanced in its own time and place for my greater good and for the well-being of all. So mote it be. And so it is, or whatever. I'm a cunning linguist. I'm verbal. This mantra is ideal for eliminating resistance, dealing with anger, mentioned here in that grace and gratitude, and easing an overthinking mind. And maybe that's part of what, because this is masculine energy, right? More the element of air and fire in terms of your thoughts and desires. Maybe there is some conflict there that could use a little bit of resolution in terms of what you think and what you want on this one. But that love endures. So let me put it together for you. The angels are talking about blessings. Call upon the angel of blessings. Show me the blessing in this. And Archangel Michael is even saying grace and gratitude will really help you release what? Perhaps some of these chains, perhaps some limitations on things that might be really, really fun otherwise, right? It's like, well, I mean, you don't want every firework to go off all at once at the same time. That's an explosion. That's probably not going to be all that pretty in terms of during or after. But to know that you are at a place of, if you like, graduation, like you've graduated, you've gotten to the end of a cycle of growth inside of yourself. And so be aware that you have the love that endures, right? That you are the love that endures. We are all love at our core, but there's an opportunity for you here to not give up, at least on yourself, on your own journey, as you welcome surrender. Really habituating, step by step, breath by breath for a little while, that there is no problem, only destiny being revealed. So may the Capricorn Collective, Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus signs be blessed with all that they need this new moon in Leo to full moon next in Pisces, that they may welcome surrender, getting that there is no problem, only destiny being revealed, and they just need to know that love endures, and they will endure that because they have gained, they have reached the end of a cycle, and there is something orgasmic about this that's very, very lucky, but they may need to look at their limitations, their fears, their chains about that, and have the grace and gratitude in order to release the frustrations of pulling against those chains while they call upon the angel of blessings to show them that it's all a blessing, even the part that they can't see, for their well-being and for the well-being of all. So mote it be. And so it is. Thank you for watching, my Capricorn Collective. Please consider subscribing to my channel, liking the video, commenting, hitting that notification bell, and all that jazz. It has been my pleasure reading for you today. Wishing you the very best and the very blessed of this new moon in Leo to full moon next in Pisces, my darlings. Hail, farewell, and blessed, blessed be.